All right, so the starters have been announced, the national anthem has been performed, and we are ready for game number 8 of this Wethersfield Eagles season. As we mentioned, Newington, the last team to beat Wethersfield in a regular season game. It's now been 701 days since that game at the end of the 2019 regular season. And Newington comes in determined not to let that streak get to 702 for the Eagles. The Eagles put their 19-game unbeaten streak on the line tonight against the Nor'easters. Wethersfield comes in flying high after Thursday's thriller at Catone, scoring the only goal of the game with less than 37 seconds remaining to beat Simsbury 1-0 on senior night. The goalkeeping duo of Ricky Torres and Chris Daly combined for the team's second straight shutout and fourth clean sheet of the season. And junior Thomas Brodowitz notched the lone goal off an assist from Sam Johnson, and the win moved Wethersfield into that number 3 seed in the latest CIAC Class L playoff rankings. So Wethersfield and the Road Whites, they huddle up here as we get ready to start this one. Newington in the home blue, gold numerals. The ball comes out to center field, and we are about to kick this one off. Eagles, Nor'easters, live from Alumni Field in Newington. It's Wethersfield's second grass game of the season. First one coming at Lewis Mills, which ended in a scoreless draw. So as of yet, this Wethersfield team has neither scored nor allowed a goal on grass all season long. We'll see which of those things changes first as we get underway tonight. Wethersfield will be moving right to left on your radio dial this evening, and we are underway. Joey Tata to Marco Capasso, far side. Step in nicely from Newington. Amedovic has control of the ball. Capasso, left foot, sends it toward the midline. Gustafson, quick touch to Tata. Battles through the center circle, comes back to Contreras now. A.J. Contreras surveys, plays Amedovic, goes in the middle to Tata. 2 Newington defenders there. And Newington will take over. Will McCarter comes charging in. Back we go into the Wethersfield offensive half. Joey Tata with a step. John Carlos de Jesus with a left foot. Tata will control now, looking for an opportunity for Wethersfield early in this one. Tata keeps the ball alive, goes through to Sam Johnson. Back to Tata. Through a defender. Tata goes down, no whistle. Ball high in the air now toward midfield. Off the head of a Newington player, and Amedovic steps right to the center line to take it. Sam Gustafson now will play it back to Marco Capasso. Capasso, long ball into the middle of the field we go. Tata and McCarter there. McCarter now. Left foot toward the goal, just wide right. First shot of the game for Wethersfield. Nice activity on that one. Marco Capasso with a long ball from the backfield, played it right into the center of the field where McCarter and Tata were both waiting. McCarter ended up with it. A couple of dribbles to the left, lets one fly, goes just to the right of the goal. Just about a minute and a half into the action, scoreless so far. Beautiful fall evening here in Newington, Connecticut. As we mentioned, 2 unbeaten teams battling it out here tonight. Wethersfield 6-0-1, Newington 5-0-1 so far on the year. They come off an impressive win Friday, a 1-0 shutout over perennial power Farmington. Gastel now, left foot, goes by McCarter. Sam Johnson's got it. Battles it out of there. Here comes Connor Swanson from the back. Swanson goes into the box. 1 defender to beat, gets past. Ball lofted toward the air. Gustafson's there with a header right into the hands of the keeper. Again, good activity early from Wethersfield. Swanson with a beautiful cross from the left side of the box. Gustafson there with the header. But the save comes from Newington. And high we go into the center circle. Swanson's there, takes a knee. Tata now has it. He plays it back. This is Gustafson again. Goes far side in front of the Wethersfield bench to Capasso. Capasso now back to Owen Amedovic. Amedovic through ball looking for Joey Tata. He pauses, gets it back to Capasso now. Wethersfield deliberate, trying to get the ball out of the back. Amedovic has to chase this one down. He gets there first. Left foot now through the center circle we go across the midline, and Newington will take over. Newington plays it back. Sam Johnson with the challenge. Newington still in control, surrounded by white shirts there, but through ball comes forward down the sideline. A.J. Contreras able to deflect it off a Newington player, and we'll get a throw for Wethersfield. Connor Swanson quickly to throw the ball in to McCarter. Off the shoulder he goes, looking for DeJesus. Ball goes forward. Gustafson gives chase. Newington able to get to it first, but Joey Tata is there waiting in the center circle. He goes down again, and he will get a call on this one. Free kick coming for the Eagles just on the other side of that midfield line. A.J. Contreras lines it up, and now Owen Medovic will take it and sends it over to Connor Swanson, left side. Swanson into traffic to Sam Johnson. Plays it back to Swanson. Looking for DeJesus. McCarter with the overlap. DeJesus turns. He's got Johnson on the outside. Johnson heads toward the box. Nice slide tackle from the Newington defender. That ball goes out of bounds. Wethersfield will play it in. We've got a throw coming. Not quite able to get to that in line for a corner kick. So the throw will come for Wethersfield. Giancarlos DeJesus wipes the ball off, steps toward the line, high throw, into the box we go. Gustafson's there with another header. That's going to go again to the Newington keeper. So 2 header shots on goal from Gustafson already. That one off a beautiful throw into the box from Giancarlos DeJesus. But we remain scoreless now. Just under 36 minutes remaining first half action here. Center circle we go. Gustafson pops it ahead. Sam Johnson now going to chase it down. Being played tightly by Newington. They take over, but here's Joey Tata. Tata back to Medovic. Owen Medovic out of the center circle, goes far side. Marco Capasso, and that is deflected nicely by the Newington player, but Wethersfield will keep control. Giancarlos DeJesus heads it forward, chases it down. Still on the ball, but pressured by 2 Newington defenders. Josh Castell flies through the air. Newington able to get out of there without a shot for Wethersfield that time. Joey Tata, fancy footwork, but taken over nicely by Newington. They come charging the other way. Wethersfield's defense able to get back, stop the transition attack, but Newington still in control. Their first opportunity really in their offensive half, still with the ball, moving forward. Chip into the box. That's going to go wide, but still in. Grass slows that one down. Header we go, or service we go, not quite a header.
Hey, good job, John!
Ball will go back to Wethersfield now. So the first real offensive threat for Newington as we go under the 35-minute mark first half, still scoreless. Medovic plays it out of the back, high ball goes forward. Sam Johnson gets a little push in the back. Wethersfield able to take control with Giancarlos DeJesus right at midfield in front of the benches. But here is Newington again. Into the center they come. High ball goes. Medovic will chase that one down, play it back to Ricky Torres. Quick pass to Contreras. Under pressure, Contreras loses the ball. There's a shot opportunity from Newington. That goes high and wide all the way over the track behind the goal. So Wethersfield escapes there as Newington gets another offensive opportunity. Under 34 minutes remaining first half. Wethersfield already with 3 shots, 2 of those on goal. Both the shots on goal coming off the head of Sam Gustafson. Able to sneak either of those past the keeper. Medovic now surveys, comes all the way across to A.J. Contreras. Up the field, takes his space. With the left foot we go. Here is the long ball played forward, looking for Sam Johnson in traffic. Johnson able to chase it down near in the circle. Plays it back to Joey Tata. He is pressured nicely by Newington, but he gets the ball through. And here is Sam Johnson again with the ball on his foot. Slide tackle from Newington. Capasso able to play it to Josh Castell. He plays the ball forward. This is Johnson on the attack. Cross right into the hands again of Newington's keeper. But Connor Swanson able to pressure that throw. Takes over again for Wethersfield. And good action from the Newington defense there as they play the ball forward into their offensive half. Good battle one-on-one. Owen Medovic able to get there quickly and take the ball out of harm's way for Wethersfield. This is Sam Gustafson now. Turns back, sends it to DeJesus. DeJesus tries to tap it ahead. Looked like trying for McCarter on that one. Not able to make that connection, but Wethersfield will keep possession on the throw. Connor Swanson right at the midfield line. Swanson looks for an opportunity. He's got McCarter. McCarter with a back tap, but that's taken over by Newington. Here come the Nor'easters again. They come through the center circle now, charging ahead, looking for their first goal of the evening. Scoreless tie so far, 32-20 remaining first half. Newington in control in the offensive half. They're playing it, getting closer and closer to the box. There is a shot, goes right at Ricky Torres and over his outstretched arms, and that is a beautiful goal from Newington as they strike first in this one. And unofficially, we believe that is the first time Wethersfield has trailed in a regular season game now since that last loss to Newington at the end of the 2019 season. Certainly the first time Wethersfield has trailed this season. We will see how they respond. They have been in tough spots. A scoreless draw against Lewis Mills. The game last week against Simsbury where they came back in the final minute to put a goal on the board and take the victory. But now they play from behind for the first time all season as Newington strikes first at about the 32-minute mark. Connor Swanson able to take over again. Here come the Eagles. Tries to get it through to Gustafson. Broken up. Tata's there now. Slide tackle from number 7 for Newington. Ball is coming back down the other way. Newington charges forward. Marco Capasso one-on-one on that far side. Beautiful slide tackle. Ball goes across the sideline. There will be a throw for Newington on this one as they lead 1-0. In comes the throw. Wethersfield off to a nice early start. 3 shots on goal, but not able to find the back of the net, and the Nor'easters of Newington put that one in from a good 25, if not 30 yards out, high into the top right corner of the goal, past the outstretched arms of Ricky Torres. So Newington leads at 1-0. Wethersfield tries to answer. McCarter right foot looking for Sam Johnson going ahead. The goalkeeper is going to get there. So just a step off on that attempted connection from McCarter to Johnson. Nice play from Newington's keeper. And here come the Nor'easters, but that's going to go over the sideline. Connor Swanson again with a throw for Wethersfield, trying to generate the offense. He plays it into Gustafson. Gustafson lets it roll by. Now looks for Sam Johnson. He's under pressure, surrounded by 2 defenders, and Newington takes over. Here they come. Quick passing from Newington. Sends them up the field quickly. Here is a one-on-one as Amedovic gives chase. That ball did not quite get out of bounds. It is kicked out finally, and they're going to say blue ball off a deflection. So that one will stay with Newington. Newington throw coming in just about the 30-minute mark here in the first half. Throw comes in. Connor Swanson on the defensive pressure. Wethersfield able to pop it out of there. DeJesus gives chase. There's a whistle, and that's going to go against Wethersfield. So free kick coming now for Newington as they look to build on the momentum from that first goal. Ball played in, far side, just outside the box. There is a cross all the way through and past the far post. Josh Castell able to deflect off of the Newington player, and that'll go back to the Eagles. Newington 1, Wethersfield 0, just under as we approach the 29-minute mark here in the first half. Newington's goal coming about 8 minutes into the action. Beautiful kick from, we're going to call it 30 yards out. We'll check the replay on that one when we have an opportunity. Wethersfield trying to get out of trouble. Tata now plays it back to Capasso. Capasso's going to send a long, high ball down the sideline, and that's going to go over the side and out of bounds. Throw will come for Newington. Good effort so far from Newington's keeper. Has saved at least 2 shots on goal. Got his hands on a couple of other balls as Wethersfield generated a good amount of early opportunities. But all it takes is 1 strike, and that's what the Nor'easters have put on the board so far. Good slide from Capasso in front of the Wethersfield bench, but that's going to draw a whistle. Free kick played quickly by Newington. Good step from Sam Gustafson. Owen Amedovic with the challenge. Sam Johnson now. Gustafson steps again. Newington's still alive. The ball poked out of there by Josh Castell. Deflected again off a Newington player, and toward the sideline we go. Good defensive effort there from the Eagles as they were able to keep Newington from generating a shot. Just under 28 minutes now remaining first half. Newington 1, Wethersfield 0. Sam Gustafson chips the ball high, but step in there from Newington. But Joey Tata's able to chase that one down. He comes down the sideline, stands the ball up, comes back. Capasso from the backside sends it way across, deflected off of the hands of the Newington keeper, so that will lead to the first set piece for the Eagles. Wethersfield will line up a corner kick, looking to get back in this one. How will the Eagles respond, trailing for the first time all season? Will McCarter lines up the corner. Hand is up, left foot is in. It's low, line drive towards Sam Johnson, and that's going to be taken over by Newington. Carter able to step to it, sends a cross toward the goal. Nothing doing on that opportunity there. Wethersfield escapes without finding the back of the net. Newington charges fast and quickly down the field. Connor Swanson with great hustle. One-on-one, able to stop the initial attack. Newington still in control, though. Here come the Nor'easters now down this right sideline. Ball crossed into the box. Capasso is there. Pops it out. A.J. Contreras will take over. Plenty of space and time right now. Quick pass to Connor Swanson. Back to Owen Amedovic. Amedovic plays, looking for McCarter streaking down the left side. McCarter able to backtrack and chase it. He sends a long ball looking for DeJesus, headed out of there nicely by the Newington defense. And here come the Nor'easters again. Marco Capasso on the far side will try to thwart this attack. Newington finding a bit of a rhythm now, especially after that goal found the back of the net. They lead this one 1-0. Wethersfield looking to find a response, trailing for the first time all season. As we mentioned, Newington comes into this one off an impressive 1-0 win Friday over Farmington that kept their unbeaten season alive. This ball comes into the box, pressured nicely by Amedovic. Able to stand up the Newington offensive player. He deflects that kick, and Amedovic is going to charge forward. Newington finds the ball, though, and we will get a throw for Wethersfield. Good pressure again defensively from Amedovic and the Eagles' back line. Offense has been the strength for the Newington Nor'easters so far. They've notched 29 goals in their 6 games. That's 10 more than Wethersfield has through 7 games. Newington has given up only 4 goals on the year compared to 3. Make it 4 now given up by the Eagles of Wethersfield. Friday's shutout win over Farmington was Newington's 3rd clean sheet compared to the 4 we mentioned earlier for Wethersfield so far. Only 1 common opponent so far this season. Both teams have played Hartford Public, and each team able to score a shutout victory against the Owls. Newington again on the attack. They are definitely winning the possession battle so far after a hot start for Wethersfield that led to 3 early shots, 2 on goal. But Wethersfield gives up an early goal just about 8 minutes in. Newington hanging on to that 1-0 lead. When will the sense of urgency come for Wethersfield? And here comes Newington again. Good pressure from Capasso, but Newington able to cross, header. And that's going to go wide to the left of the goal, but a beautiful opportunity. Good service from Newington. Had a player open in the middle of the box for that ball. Just a little low for the header attempt. And Wethersfield escapes. Goal kick as Owen Amedovic, one of the 4 captains on this team, looks to settle the troops. Wethersfield trying to balance urgency and patience here as they look for the right opportunity to strike back in this one. Newington has kept the pressure on, though. Contreras will play it back. In the box we go to Amedovic. He's going to come far side, looking for Capasso, but Newington is there. They lay the ball off, and there is Ricky Torres with a nice reaction to scoop that up. Rolls it out, looking for Swanson, but again, Newington with good pressure. Contreras plays it out, deflected off of the Newington player. Swanson tries to find Gustafson. Newington steps in again. In the center of the field they come. There's a shot deflected by Amedovic. He goes down. Newington takes over, still alive in the box. 1-on-1, Contreras now popped back out. deflected off of a Newington player. That ball is going to be crossed again. Gustafson able to deflect that one, but it goes over the inline, and this will be the first set piece for the Nor'easters of Newington. Goal kick coming from the right side as Gustafson deflected that ball over the inline. So Newington with the goal kick, hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Ball is played into the box, and that is headed nicely out of there by Gustafson. That's his third header of the game, first one on defense. Joey Tata looks to chase it down over by the Wethersfield bench. He's surrounded by two blue shirts, and Newington takes over. Here they come again. Gustafson with a bit of a deflection, but Newington still under control. Gustafson able to get it out of there. Got it to Gastel. Gastel pokes it forward. That's Giancarlo de Jesus. He stops, pulls it back. Going to play it back to Joey Tata now as Wethersfield works the wrong direction, but here they come the right way. Across the midline we go. Sam Johnson, but taken away nicely by Newington. There's a deflection ball high in the air as it goes toward the center circle. Newington will take over. They come through the circle. Down goes the Newington player surrounded by two white shirts, and that's going to draw a whistle to the dissatisfaction of the Wethersfield players who were in the vicinity to Jesus and Gustafson. But the ball played quickly and far. Deep we go. Ricky Torres with the challenge deflected off of him. That's going to lead to another goal kick, this time coming from the left side. Good step out from Torres that time. One of those plays where the keeper gets stuck in no man's land. If he stays back on the line, he's going to face a tough shot. He came out, pressured, able to deflect the ball. Served into the box again. Header off the hands of Torres. Beautiful save. But Newington continues to keep the offensive pressure on. Wethersfield on their heels. Connor Swanson gets it out of there. McCarter now pokes it forward. He's going to chase it down. Ball sent across the sideline by Newington. Swanson now will take the throw as Wethersfield looks to get back in this one, trailing 1-0, 20:55 remaining. Giancarlo de Jesus now looks for McCarter. Defended again nicely by Newington. That'll go out of bounds. We'll have a throw. Or actually, we're going to get a free kick coming for Newington. Looks like the ball had gone out of bounds, but the official saw some extracurricular activity he did not appreciate. And the ball goes back over to Newington. Newington, the Nor'easters, scored their 30th goal of the young season about 8 minutes into this one. They lead it 1-0. Wethersfield trying to figure out how to answer, but they have absolutely been on their heels in this one. Newington has kept the offensive pressure on. Amedovic now plays it across the midline. McCarter with a stop and go, and that's taken over again by Newington. Touch pass coming back to the sideline. Beautiful slide tackle from A.J. Contreras sends the ball across the sideline. Throw will come for Newington here as they look to add to this 1-0 lead. Newington, as we said, clearly winning the possession battle so far. Looked like it would be a different story very early in this one as Wethersfield generated 3 early shot opportunities in the first few minutes, but Newington has taken control. They've found their groove. Throw comes in toward the box, and Ricky Torres is going to scoop that one up. Here comes Will McCarter now quickly down the field for Wethersfield. Sends it forward, looking for De Jesus. And it just looks like the quarterback and the receiver had different ideas on that route as McCarter sent the ball down the left side. De Jesus was running more toward the middle of the field. Ball into the center circle we go. Pops up Connor Swanson now looking for Gustafson. Goes over to Tata. Tata's got control. Now far sideline in front of the benches to Capasso. Capasso plays it through to Gustafson. One touch. Chip shot going toward McCarter into the box. That is deflected out of there by Newington. It looks like that will be another set piece for the Eagles. Will McCarter is going to line it up as we've got some boisterous fans near us. All right, so we have the second corner of the evening for Wethersfield, assuming our counting and math is correct. Will McCarter lines it up on the right side this time. The Eagles gather near the top of the box. Hand is up. Ball is served low again near post. It's going to go back to McCarter. He settles. He sends it into the box again. Goes over the hands of the keeper. Goes all the way through, but that's going to be a goal kick as nobody was able to connect with that one. So McCarter able to send it long and over the outstretched arms of the keeper. 1-0 Newington lead as we go under 18 minutes remaining in this first half. High ball kicked toward the midline. Connor Swanson is there and waiting for it. Controls it, sends it forward, but Newington's going to step in, and a long ball played forward. Ricky Torres is going to come out and look for that one under pressure, but nice kick deflected off of Newington. Torres again able to slide, and Ricky Torres sends that ball across the sideline, saving what would have been a sure chance for Newington there. Good early step from Torres and good reaction. So here we go. Newington with the throw. Into the box we go. Cleared out of there nicely. Will McCarter now near the midline. Under pressure. Tries to take over. Connor Swanson deflects off of his foot. That's going to go back to Newington for a throw. Closer to the action and a little farther away from some of the background noise that we have here behind us. Newington again on the attack. Amedovic challenges. Gustafson now challenges. Newington still. There's a ball poked out of there by Josh Castell. Sam Johnson gives chase. Newington still in control, but deflected now nicely as the ball goes into Wethersfield's offensive half. Had some substitutions come in the game for the Eagles. Defensively, Ray Batoya now on that right side. And up front, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz makes his first appearance in that forward slot, the striker position. Newington again on the attack. Through the center circle we come. Trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Through ball played nicely. Ricky Torres is going to come out. That ball is deflected. Amedovic able to deflect it. Looks like it went off the Newington player and over the end line. And now we've got some discussion about that. And we may have to just totally move positions here as we get some unfortunate rowdiness behind us. Hopefully that's not coming through on the audio. All right, so the ball goes back to Newington. Corner kick. Ball is up. Into the box we go. Headed off the crossbar. It looks like it hit the football crossbar. We're going to get that call. That'll be a goal kick coming out of there for the Wethersfield Eagles. Wethersfield trailing for the first time this season. Their 19-game unbeaten streak on the line tonight. Newington charges out with a goal just about 8 minutes into this one. Here is the kick. Ricky Torres sends it high toward the center circle over the head of a Newington defender. Ball sent out toward the sideline and into the crowd that I'm not sure who they're even rooting for, but we're under 15 minutes to go here. Now Swanson with the throw off the foot of McCarter. Ball goes high to Joey Tata off his right foot. Brodowitz gives chase. Cleared out by Newington. They settle. Here they come again, looking for the attack. Ball sent forward. Down the right sideline. One-on-one. Contreras and Torres comes all the way out. Outside the box to clear that one over the sideline. Ricky Torres having an active evening so far in the net for Wethersfield. Throw comes to Jesus on the attack now. Newington plays it out of trouble. Ball crossed over the post. And Torres is there. That ball is saved beautifully by Owen Amedovic. Could be the play of the night if Wethersfield is able to come back in this one. Ricky Torres diving, but was not going to be able to get there, and Amedovic steps in, clears the ball out. He gets a foot on it again, sends it forward, looking for Joey Tata. Wethersfield trying to mount an attack, but Newington is just all over Wethersfield so far in this one. So we will have a goal kick again for Ricky Torres. Here we go again. Goal kick taken over by Newington. They control the ball. John Carlos de Jesus with a nice challenge. Able to poke it out to Will McCarter. McCarter gathers it. but challenged well, and now A.J. Contreras steps up. He's got the ball, going to come back a little bit, look for some space. Looking for an opportunity, deflected nicely by Newington. Contreras gets it to Tomas Santos, who's come into the game at midfield. Thomas Brodowitz now sends it back to Amedovic. He's going to look for the long ball down the right side. Potentially, no, he goes short to Joey Tata. Tata now looking for DeJesus. DeJesus got a little room to move, sends it far side. Connor Swanson, chip to McCarter, coming down the left side. Just outside the box, challenged well. McCarter still going. Able to deflect it off Newington. Newington sends it over the sideline. 12:30 remaining now. Looks like that will be a throw for the Eagles of Wethersfield. Wethersfield in the white. Newington in blue. Newington leads us with 1-0. 12:18 remaining first half as Wethersfield tries to find an answer. And here comes Newington again. Contreras all the way up from the back sends it to Swanson. Swanson tries to get past the Newington player, but that ball goes out of bounds. Looks like we did get a deflection, so Wethersfield will keep it. Now Carlos DeJesus will take the throw. DeJesus looking for the right opportunity. Makes the run, sends that ball high and long into the box. Wethersfield able to get a foot on it. Brodowitz now with an opportunity. He's able to make the turn, but deflected and defended nicely. There's a header from Tata. Ball still alive for Wethersfield in front of the box. This is McCarter now, comes out to the left side. Gets a foot on it right at the keeper. He pops it in and settles it and sends it now quickly the other side as the counterattack comes from Newington. So that was some of Wethersfield's best action since very early in the game, but unable to generate and find the back of the net there. Toya now with the throw in front of the Wethersfield bench. Tata wrestling against Newington. Eagles still alive. Tata left foot goes just wide of the net as we hit the 11-minute mark. Newington again hanging on to the 1-0 lead. And offense has been the name of their game. That is their 30th goal now of the season. Wethersfield only with 19, and they've played one more game than Newington has. Each team stingy defensively. Now both teams have given up 4 goals on the season. Wethersfield needs to find at least one in the back of the net to keep alive a couple of streaks. 19-game unbeaten streak, 701 days since Wethersfield's last regular season loss. That also came at the hands of Newington. 1-0 back in November 2019 at Catone Field. Here is McCarter. Sends it over to Swanson. Swanson is into the box now. Gets past one defender. Lays it low in front of the box alive. Tata with the ball. Sends it to McCarter. Right foot. Hooks it just to the left of the net. And that'll be another goal kick for the Nor'easters of Newington. Under 10 minutes now remaining first half. Newington 1, Wethersfield 0. Newington has done a fantastic job keeping pressure on this Wethersfield back line. Ricky Torres has had an active half in net. And here comes now Newington again through the center circle, comes sideline. Newington still in control, back across the midline. We lose a shin guard somewhere. The ball bounces back and forth. Newington still taking control, but there's Owen Amedovic with another step. Another slide tackle from A.J. Contreras. Newington able to chase the ball down again, though. Wethersfield trying to mount the attack, but Newington seems to be there at every turn. Amedovic with a collision on that challenge. That's going to draw a whistle, and there will be a free kick for Newington. Owen Amedovic with a shoulder. Bit of a collision. Looked to be shoulder to shoulder, but perhaps after the ball had been played. Either way, it draws a whistle from the official. He's going to count off the 10 yards. And we will have a free kick opportunity. Get the net in range here. Here comes Newington, sends it toward the net. Torres is there with a beautiful save. Diving stop from Ricky Torres off the free kick, and here comes Wethersfield. Connor Swanson now up the sideline he goes, looking for Tata, sent out of bounds by Newington. McCarter will throw it in. Looks for the quick opportunity, but nothing doing. Now he goes to Tomas Santos. He comes back to Connor Swanson. Center we go. This is Santos. Looks for DeJesus. DeJesus Unable to get there first. Newington takes over again. Center circle collision, no whistle, and now we get it late from the trail official. So the trail official looks like may have called a deflection off the hand on that one. It will go back to Weathersfield just at the edge of the circle. DeJesus lines it up. He will give way to Owen Amedovic, who comes up from the center back spot. So Weathersfield, free kick opportunity just inside the midline. Looks to get this one evened up as we've lost the scoreboard. We know we are under 10 minutes remaining, but the clock has gone dark here at the end of the field. But we know we have a few minutes remaining. Here is Amedovic now. Sends the ball in toward the box right side. There's a whistle again from this official on the side. Something he didn't like from Weathersfield there. So the scoreboard is lit back up. It shows 15 minutes, so we'll try to get you a read on the time. Clock has stopped. The official comes over to the side. And we've got some admonishing of the raucous fans behind us. Seem to be Weathersfield fans, hoping they can keep their commentary in check as we continue this one. The clock winds down. Scoreboard problems here. Clock shows 56.7 seconds. We believe we have more time than that. The officials consult. We've got a stoppage in play. Again, Newington leading at 1-0 as we reset the clock to 7 minutes. Looks like the officials are going to let that one ride. Some substitutions about ready to head back in for Weathersfield, but that will come after this goal kick. Next opportunity, looks like Castell and Gustafson will make their returns. High ball played toward the midfield line. Good step from Newington, settles it. He come up the sideline again, but that'll go out of bounds. And here comes Giancarlos DeJesus, sends the ball back toward us. Connor Swanson is going to take the throw after we get the two substitutions. So Josh Castell, Sam Gustafson re-enter. Weathersfield trying to find an opening. 6.5 remaining first half. They are trailing this one 1-0 to Newington. Newington scored just about 8 minutes in and has kept the pressure on. Throw comes in and taken over again. Newington playing stingy defense. Midfielders able to step to the ball and really thwart a good portion of the Weathersfield attack. This ball played forward again, and that's going to draw a whistle. The hand is up just across the way. Offsides, and Weathersfield will try to play this one in quickly. Swanson now to Amedovic. Takes a step, challenged well. He sends it forward. And Weathersfield unable to track that one down. That might be Anthony Zavarella on the far side there. Brodowitz has the ball taken away. Swanson steps. Josh Castell now on the left side, able to send it through to Swanson. Swanson still alive, splits two defenders, but taken over by Newington. A.J. Contreras has a bead on this one, though. He's going to bring it all the way back across the midline. Settles, looks for an opportunity. Josh Castell is standing out of bounds as he receives that pass. Ball will go back to Newington. 5:10 remaining first half. Newington 1, Weathersfield 0 as that throw comes in. Deflected, bounces off a couple of shoulders, and we're going to go Weathersfield way. Connor Swanson gets another opportunity for the throw-in. Plays it to Sam Gustafson, surrounded quickly by 3 Newington players. Gets it out of trouble. Swanson now back toward the middle of the field. Bouncing around we go. Tomas Santos with a foot on it. Ray Batoya gives chase, but that ball is cleared now down. And Ricky Torres with the long ball through the center circle we go. Newington is there. Gustafson with another header. Swanson, Castell, Gustafson, Newington taking over. Newington with a nice chip. They've got an opportunity mounting now, coming from the right side. Into the box we go, and Ricky Torres with another smother. He has had some fantastic saves so far. Sends the ball high into the evening sky toward the midfield line. Wethersfield needs something to happen on the offensive end as we approach the 4-minute mark in this first half. Newington has clearly been the more aggressive team. They've kept the back line for Wethersfield on its heels most of the evening. The early minutes of this one, Wethersfield got off to a quick start, generated 3 shots within the first 5 minutes, but then Newington found its groove. The Nor'easters gained some strength, stormed down the field, scored a goal with about 32 minutes left in this half, and they have led this one 1-0 ever since. Again, the first time Wethersfield has trailed in a regular season game this season. And here comes Newington again. That's going to get all the way to Torres. He sends it out of trouble. High ball toward the midfield line, but over the head of Josh Castell, and that will go back to Newington. 3:14 now remaining. And here we go. Throw coming in. Into traffic. A.J. Contreras. Now Gustafson comes out of the pack. He sends a ball toward the right side. Over the head of the Newington player. Zavarella gives chase. Ball cleared out. Tomas Santos gets a foot on it. Here comes Newington again. They try to play it through. Quick passing. Crossing the midline now. There's the ball played well forward, but Owen Amedovic is going to get there. He sends it back to Ricky Torres. High ball again across the center circle. Header by Newington. Ball still in the air. High kick is going to go across the sideline, and here comes another throw for Connor Swanson. Substitution for the Eagles as Marco Capasso re-enters on the back line. Ball comes in to Josh Castell, poked out of there nicely by the Newington defender. Over the sideline we go. Throw coming. 2:19 remaining first half. Throw into the box. Brodowitz has it taken away. Gustafson is there, but Newington comes out of there with the ball, and here they come again. Ball is going to get all the way back to Ricky Torres. Off his right foot we go. Connor Swanson tries to get there, but Newington steps first. Owen Amedovic now to A.J. Contreras. Contreras left foot across the midline looking for Brodowitz. He settles it off his foot, but surrounded by blue shirts. Ball comes back into the Newington offensive half. Amedovic now sends it, but intercepted by Newington. They've got an opportunity mounting again as they come down the right side. Into the middle of the field we go. Got a whistle. Looks like we may have had a handball there on Newington. A lot of the officiating activity coming from this official on our near sideline. Gustafson now in the center circle. Looks right side. Unable to thread the needle on that one, but he's able to step in and now gets it over to Marco Capasso. Capasso long ball toward the box. He's got Joey Tata waiting. Joey Tata with it on his foot. Sends it back to Gustafson. He sends a low ball. Looks for Josh Castell. Tries to take the left-footed shot, but that is deflected by Newington. That'll lead to a corner kick as we approach the 1-minute mark. Good action from the Eagles there as Capasso found Joey Tata. Joey Tata lays it off for Gustafson. Gustafson found Castell. Left-footed shot deflected at the last minute by Newington. We are under a minute as Wethersfield tries to line up this corner kick. Amedovic and Tata are there. Amedovic looks like he's going to give an option for the short ball. We discussed this one as time ticks away. Here is the short ball to Amedovic. He races into the box, past a Newington player, stood up, sent it back to Tata now. Tata lets it fly, deflected again, under 30 seconds, 25 seconds now as Wethersfield tries to line up another opportunity at the set piece. Connor Swanson trots over to take it. It's going to be a throw just from the sideline. He plays it into Josh Castell, poked out again by Newington. So one more throw coming, 12 seconds now. Wethersfield into Amedovic we go, deflected out of there again. That's going to go over the end line, and that will be a goal kick, and that should round out the first half as we count down 2-1 and halftime. So for the first time this year, the Wethersfield Eagles go into halftime trailing. Brilliant first half from Newington. The Nor'easters lead this one 1-0. As we will go to the half, we'll take a quick break and be back in just a few minutes with second half action here from Alumni Field in Newington. Again, Newington 1, Wethersfield 0. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. For the entire half, gained confidence as they went through, scoring the goal with just about 8 minutes gone in this contest. Eagles in the road white, Newington in the home blue. As darkness has fallen and the lights have taken over, we know that our live video here is less than the 4K HD quality that you may be used to for most sporting events, so we'll try to at least keep the audio going. The Eagles will be moving left to right on your radio dial here as we start this second half. Newington in control, plays it in, center circle ball sent forward. Now Connor Swanson waiting for that one. Here comes Wethersfield trying to find an answer for this tough Newington team. Newington has scored 30 goals now on the season, counting that one in the first half. Here come the Eagles. Contreras plays it to Medvedik. Medvedik in the center of the field, plenty of time. Comes near sideline to Marco Capasso. Long ball played forward, looking for an opportunity. Joey Tata with a foot on it. Still under control. Tata now lays it off. Giancarlos De Jesus sends one toward the goal, but that's going to be scooped up by Newington's keeper. Looks like that was going to go wide of the net, but Newington's keeper there had to make a couple of early saves in the first few minutes of this one, but not really much of an attack mounted by Wethersfield in the last 30-plus minutes of that first half. Newington controlled possession, but Wethersfield comes out with a bit of a sense of urgency here early in the second half. 38:51 remaining in this one. Newington 1, Wethersfield 0. These two teams will meet again to close out the regular season. That one will be on Tuesday, November 2nd, under the lights at Catone Field. But 38 minutes and 30 seconds of soccer left in this one to see who comes out with town line bragging rights. Newington now sends the ball forward. They've got a beat on that one down the right sideline. Connor Swanson gives chase. Here is going to be a shot opportunity deflected nicely there by A.J. Contreras. Swanson back to his feet, able to pop the ball out. Goes toward the sideline. Newington still under control. Over the sideline we go, and here comes a throw for the Eagles. Sam Gustafson now plays it forward through the center circle. We go. Good step from Newington. Collision in the center. De Jesus involved in that one. Newington player is down. Newington players pleading with the official who steps into the center circle. Thankfully, the player who was shaken up is back to his feet. Looks like he will stay in the game, but the ball will go to Newington as Giancarlos De Jesus commits the foul just to the right of the center circle. And again, some unpleasant rowdiness from the fans behind us, so we hope is not coming through on the audio here. Newington plays the ball in high down the right side. One player gives chase. Into the corner it goes. And that will come back to Wethersfield. Throw in coming toward the middle of the field we come. The whistle blows, and we're going to go back to Newington. No, we're going to redo the throw. All right. Do-over on the throw as Wethersfield tries to mount an attack that will lead to a game-tying goal. Unable to really connect. The passing game has not been as crisp for the Eagles so far tonight. Much of that credited to the Newington defense. They are certainly amped up in this one. We thought they would be coming off that impressive 1-0 win over Farmington in their last outing on Friday. Good slide tackle again from Contreras. Deflects it off the Newington player and out of bounds. We'll come back with a throw for Wethersfield. Swanson into Johnson. Swanson tries to get it. He's knocked down. Ball goes out. Comes back to Wethersfield. Played quickly now. This is Gustafson. He goes back to Owen Medvedik. Medvedik looks for a seam. Sends it over to Marco Capasso. Middle of the field. Tries to find Gustafson. He gets a foot on it. De Jesus now in control. Tries to look for Joey Tata, but that's taken over again by Newington. Medvedik's going to chase that one down. Ball goes over the sideline. Thought it might have deflected off the Newington player, but the official gives the ball to Newington, and the throw comes into the corner of the box we go. Challenged nicely from Medvedik. He takes the ball over. He's got it. And we're going to get a whistle. We will get a foul called on Owen Amedovic in that left corner. So Newington will take over, free kick outside of the box. And they're going to line it up a little bit closer to the end line. So here we go, opportunity early. Newington as we approach the 35-minute mark. High toward the goal, off the top of the goal, and that'll be a goal kick for Wethersfield. I'll try to move our camera position again a little bit here. Get a little bit farther away from some of that action and have a little bit better view of Wethersfield's offensive attack. It's Wilma Carter with a collision. There's Sam Johnson in a collision on that sideline over there. Ball stays alive, no whistle. DeJesus on the pass from Swanson. DeJesus looking for Marco Capasso coming up from the back, right sideline. Capasso sends the ball across, far post, header, goal! There's a goal from Sam Johnson off the beautiful cross from Marco Capasso. Wethersfield at 34-26 gets the header goal from Sam Johnson to tie this one up. 1-1, and we've got a brand new ball game here at Alumni Field in Newington. Beautiful offensive soccer from the Eagles of Wethersfield as they answer the call in the second half. Let's see if that changes and puts a little more pep in the step for Wethersfield now on the defensive side of the ball. So 1-1. 34-18 remaining, second half. Wethersfield pulls even after trailing for the first time all year. DeJesus found Capasso coming up the right sideline. Capasso, beautiful. Here comes DeJesus again, slide tackle. He's tripped up, no whistle. Ball played, Gustafson gets the ball out of there. He's going to be called for a quick foul. He got his foot to the ball first, but the whistle blows. Newington will take over right at the midfield line. How will Newington answer now as they give up only their 5th goal of the year? Wethersfield scores their 20th. Sam Johnson gets his 3rd of the campaign. So Wethersfield looks to find another opportunity now and try to pull ahead in this game. Here's a long ball played forward now by the Eagles. Tata tried to get there. He went down. No call. That ball's going to come right at us. So Wethersfield with a quick throw. Capasso to DeJesus, cleared out of there by the Newington defense. Over the sideline we go. Capasso will do it all over again, just a few yards farther back. Throw from Capasso goes to Joey Tata. He shields, plays the ball through the legs of a Newington defender. He's in the box. That is poked out of there by Newington. Toward the sideline we go. Collision. Ball rolls over. That's going to go as a throw to Wethersfield. So this game getting more and more physical as these two teams battle it out. 1-1 is the score, 32 minutes remaining, second half. Giancarlos DeJesus, 3 lanes deep on the track. And now the official will stop play as he goes in to have a conversation with some of the players. So DeJesus lines it up, 3 lanes back. Toward the line we go. High throw into the box, headed out by Newington. Can Gustafson get there? He does. He's going to settle. He sends it through. Got DeJesus just outside the box. He goes into the box now, right side. And that's going to be called a goal kick as Giancarlos DeJesus unable to keep the ball in bounds. Good pressure from the Newington defense that time. Good offense from Wethersfield, but denied another opportunity. There's the high ball across the center line. Marco Capasso is going to track that one down for Wethersfield. He comes back high the other way, looking for Joey Tata. Nice header. Sends it forward. Carlos De Jesus around two Newington defenders. That's sent over the sideline by Newington, and Wethersfield will make the throw. Wethersfield now has answered the challenge from Newington. Newington kept the Eagles on their heels through the first half, and Wethersfield is the aggressor so far in the second. Gustafson, quick ball to Capasso. Capasso now into the box we go, deflected by Newington. Rolling. Corner kick coming for the Eagles. Will McCarter's going to line this one up. 1-1 score, 30 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, second half here from Alumni Field in Newington. McCarter is going to take the corner. Sam Johnson lines up with an opportunity for the short ball. Played in, short ball to Johnson. Back to McCarter. Taps the ball forward, sends it into the box. Gustafson was waiting there, went off his leg, deflected off of a Newington player, and it'll be another corner kick opportunity for the Eagles. Can they do something with this set piece? McCarter lines it up again. No short ball coming this time. He's got the hand in the air. High we go, across the box, far post. Gets all the way through. Connor Swanson's going to run that one down on the far side now. Swanson sends it back. Owen Amedovic all the way up. Sends it low, looking for Joey Tata. He's surrounded by blue shirts. Header now a foot, and that ball goes into the center circle where Amedovic is waiting. Amedovic high, now back toward the Wethersfield offensive end. McCarter's got it. Challenged nicely. He goes down. There's going to come the whistle, and that ball's going to go to Newington as McCarter's going to be called for the hook. Official does not like what he sees there from the Wethersfield offense. The ball goes back to Newington. 1-1 as we've gone under the 30-minute mark now. Man, we've got some unfortunate circumstances behind us with some of the commentary coming from the stands. Again, we're hoping that's not all coming through clearly on the broadcast here. Ball rolls to Chris Daly. He scoops it up. Wethersfield looks to mount another attack under the lights here at Alumni Field. 1-1 game as Wethersfield answers back in the second half after trailing at halftime for the first time all year. Ball goes through. Newington's got it. Gustafson challenges. Newington still in control. Moving forward. Oh, they go across to the right sideline. Still toward the box we go. Counter. Swanson comes out of the scrum, and here comes Wethersfield. Will McCarter down the left side. Challenge. Contact. No whistle. Sends it forward. Josh Castell. Sliding tackle. Josh Castell is tripped up again. No whistle. Ball crosses the sideline. Looks like we will get a throw for Wethersfield. Eagles again have been the aggressors here in the second half. Newington came out and punched them right in the gut in the first half. Scored just 8 minutes into this game. Led at halftime, but Wethersfield has come back. Eagles have tied it up. 1-1 game now. And that throw is going to go back to the Nor'easters of Newington in their home blues, gold letters. Wethersfield in the road whites with the silver letters and numbers. Ball on the far side in front of the benches in the center circle now. Here's De Jesus. He's tripped up. No whistle again. Ball played forward by Newington. Contreras is there, deflected off a Newington player. Contreras again with the slide. Ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like that's going to go to the corner. A set piece coming for Newington. First set piece of the second half. First one that keeper Chris Daly will have to face here after Ricky Torres played the first half. Had a busy and active half. Ball comes. Far post. Headed out of there, still alive. Wethersfield trying to clear, not able to do so yet. Here's Amedovic looking to do that. He's got it toward the sideline. Amedovic keeps it in. Plays it now to Sam Johnson. Johnson up the field we go. Gustafson touch pass to Amedovic. Amedovic now to the midline. Oh, deflected out of there nicely by Newington. Wethersfield will take the throw. throw comes in. Sam Johnson now plays back to Capasso. Looking for space. He's going to go all the way back to Daly in net. Chris Daly stands the ball up. Sends it out with the right foot. Now here's a high ball coming across and through the center circle. Josh Castell headed nicely, but step in from Newington. They send the ball forward. Newington now coming down the left side. Beautiful through ball, but that's going to make it all the way to Chris Daly. So Daly scoops it up. We are still tied. 1-1, 25-50 remaining second half here in Newington. Battle of unbeatens. Newington came in 5-0-1. Weathersfield 6-0-1 on this season. And here comes DeJesus streaking down the left side. DeJesus still with the ball. Left foot looks for Josh Castell. He's got time. A quick pass to Castell. He's got an angle. He takes the shot. Deflected. And we've got an arm up. Looks like we have an offside call. Is going to pull that one back. Castell, not sure how that happened. Beautiful passing from Weathersfield on that one as DeJesus came streaking down that left side. Touch pass from Tata to Castell, but the official says just a bit offside, and we go back to Newington. 1-1 as we approach 25 minutes remaining. High ball goes forward into the Newington half. Amedovic gives chase, shoulder-to-shoulder collision. Amedovic has got the ball on his foot. He's going to send it to the sideline. Swanson unable to get there, and Newington will throw the ball in. Newington looking for a chance, but here comes Sam Johnson out of the pack. Through the center circle, across the center line he comes. Johnson chips the ball forward. Tata's giving chase down the right sideline. Challenged nicely by Newington. Here comes Tata. Tata goes down. No whistle. And now we have the whistle. And the ball is cleared out of there by Newington. We got the whistle as Tata went down between two Newington defenders. So Weathersfield will take over on a free kick as Marco Capasso is looking for the ball here. All right, the kick will come, and we'll see. It looks like McCarter is going to line up to take it. Just a few yards outside of the box here on this right side. McCarter, foot up, sends the ball toward the goal. Bounces around, out of there. Swanson able to take control. Tata now, just in the top of the box. Weaving through traffic. Sam Johnson now to Jesus. Sends the ball to Gustafson. He's got a shot opportunity, and that's diving stop from the Newington keeper. Excellent ball movement again from Weathersfield. Gustafson with his third shot on goal. That was actually the first one with his foot, as he had two headers go right at the keeper in the first half. Score remains 1-1. 23-20 remaining now. Second half, Newington looking for the quick counter. Down the field they go. They've got an opportunity left side. Capasso gives chase. One-on-one slide. He misses the chance. Newington with the ball still. It goes at Chris Daly. He makes the save. And quickly come the Eagles again on the counterattack. 1-1 the score remains as Chris Daly scoops that one up. Here is Gustafson, left foot, all the way through to Tata, and a nice step from Newington as Tata waited on that one to come, but he's going to make the throw. Quickly into Capasso. Capasso now. Center circle we go. Gustafson and DeJesus give chase, but Newington takes over. Newington now with the ball just inside, and they're charging forward in their offensive. Here comes Swanson hustling down the field on that right side. Contreras gives chase. One-on-one in the corner we go. Ball rolls out of bounds. And if we see the sign right, we're going to get a goal kick for the Eagles of Weathersfield. A 1-1 game. 22-25 remaining here from Alumni Field in Newington. Nor'easters and Eagles. It has been a back-and-forth entertaining affair. Two teams looking to keep their unbeaten seasons alive. These two teams did play to a 1-1 draw in their final second regular season meeting last year. Neither team hoping for, or I'll say it this way, each team hoping to eke out a victory as opposed to the tie. Daly comes out of the box, and there is the goal for Newington to go ahead 2-1. Chris Daly charges ahead. Looked to get to the ball initially, but then it stayed alive. Newington takes advantage. They find the empty net and put it home. 2-1 now, Newington, 21:47 remaining. And that is the first time Wethersfield has given up more than a single goal in a game this year. So 2-1 Newington at the 21:47 mark, second half. We'll see if Wethersfield can respond again. Joey Tata now sends it forward, deflected over the sideline by Newington. Wethersfield will take a throw. Marco Capasso up from the back. Capasso looks for an opportunity. Gustafson sends it back to Capasso. He's got Gastel, shields the defender. Back to Gustafson now. He's challenged nicely, but he's still got the ball. Left foot over to De Jesus. John Carlos De Jesus, around one defender. Into the box we go, toward the net, but that's scooped up by Newington's keeper. And Wethersfield continues to trail this one now. 2-1 Newington as we approach the 21-minute mark. Newington takes advantage of the open net. Able to pop one in. Marco Capasso with the header now. De Jesus is going to take over center circle. Joey Tata now. Capasso looks for Sam Johnson. He's going to tap it over to Joey Tata coming down the right sideline. Tata's into the box. Challenged nicely, and that ball is cleared out. That will go for a corner kick for the Eagles as they try to get themselves back into this one. Wethersfield responded well out of the gate in the first half. In the second half, we should say. Sam Johnson able to score the goal to tie it up, but then Newington takes advantage and goes ahead 2-1. McCarter now on the corner. Short ball to Capasso. Just outside the box. Deflected by Newington. Capasso able to step to it, but Newington's going to take over here. It's going to be a long ball coming up the sideline. Amedovic is there. He's able to shield and take over that ball. Owen Amedovic looks for A.J. Contreras now in the center circle. Contreras, long ball played forward, looking for an opportunity in the box. De Jesus able to deflect. Looks for Gastel on that far side. Newington's going to come out of there. Connor Swanson and Gustafson able to give chase. There's Swanson again able to get a foot on the ball. Plays it forward. McCarter streaking down the left side. Here comes McCarter. Ball still alive on his foot. Gets around one man. Sends it toward the box. Deflected off the keeper. Set forward. That looks like handball in the box as Gastel on the rebound. Handball in the box is going to lead to the PK for Wethersfield. This is going to be, that's a red card. That is a red card. As beautiful action. Will McCarter got down that left side into the corner, sent it into the box. The keeper deflected off the rebound. Josh Gastel got a foot on it, sent it toward the net, and the handball is called on the Newington defender. That is an automatic red. Will send Newington down a man for the final 1934 of this one. And Wethersfield now with a golden opportunity to tie this one up. They trail Newington 2-1, 19:34 remaining, second half. Josh Gastel lines up the penalty kick. Wethersfield has to be ready and active on any potential rebound here. The officials are going to confer. Clock still stopped, 19:34. Wethersfield trails Newington 2-1. Penalty kick opportunity coming up for Wethersfield's number 23, Josh Gastel. Gastel lines up the ball. Whistle blows. Here it is, Josh Gastel. The step, the left foot, the kick, it's in! And Wethersfield has tied this game at 2 apiece. 1934. Wait a minute, we've got, not sure what we've got. Are they calling that one off? We've got some activity from the officials. We're gonna do it over. What in the world? So no goal, we're gonna do this one again. So all of that stuff, here's Gastel again now, penalty kick. He lines it up for a second opportunity. Gastel, left foot. There we go, and there it is. 2-2, Wethersfield. Scoreboard says 4-2, but it's 2-2. Penalty kick, beautifully played by Josh Gastel. The left foot ties this game up. It is 2-2, 19:34 remaining. The Eagles are back in it. Do they have enough to come out on top? 19:34 to go to see which of these teams can remain unbeaten. Game of the year so far for the Eagles in terms of drama. Well, hard to say it beats the last-minute drama of senior night, but this one has had its moments, definitely. A.J. Contreras now as Newington tries to find an answer. We are tied at 2. Wethersfield has scored twice here in the second half. Newington with 1 goal in each half. Wow. And again, remember, off the red card, Newington will be down a man for the remaining 19 minutes of this game. The handball in the box leads to the red card and the penalty kick. Ball played into Gustafson now. He's looking for an opportunity. Connor Swanson with a high ball floating into the box. Joey Tata's there, but that's cleared out nicely by Newington. Owen Amedovic is going to step to it. He's got Contreras on that left sideline. He sends it forward now, looking for Gestel. Gets a foot on it, but there are 2 Newington defenders in the vicinity. Ball goes across the sideline. Connor Swanson scoops it up quickly. He's looking for the throw. Plays it in. He's got Gestel. Gestel sends it into the box. Joey Tata gets to it. He goes down. Sam Johnson is there. Newington takes control. Will McCarter now. Gestel again. Ball still alive for Wethersfield. This is Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson weaves through traffic. Sends it into the net. Sam Johnson with a beautiful piece of footwork, and that puts the Eagles up 3-2. Unbelievable action from Wethersfield. That was just pristine footwork as the Eagles take the 3-2 lead. What an action-packed second half. Again, Wethersfield trailed this one 1-0 at halftime. They have put 3 on the board here in the second half, given up 1 more. They lead it 3-2, 18-10 remaining. Can they keep Newington off the board and come out with this win? Wethersfield trying to go 7-0-1 on this season. This was, as we said at the beginning, a battle of unbeatens. Alumni Field here in Newington is tonight's epicenter of CIAC boys varsity soccer. Wethersfield was number 3 in the Class L playoff seedings heading into the night. Newington number 4 in the Class L seedings. And this game has lived up to the billing. Both teams have punched, counterpunched, and come back for more. A heavyweight slugfest. Wethersfield looking for it. Here's Joey Tata. Challenged nicely. Newington's going to take over. Will McCarter gave chase. That ball goes over the sideline. Wethersfield will line up the defense again. So Sam Johnson with 2 goals here in the second half. Sandwiched around a Josh Gestel penalty kick. Have given the Eagles this 3-2 advantage. We asked how they would respond. I think we've found the answer so far. Collision right at midfield by the benches. Will McCarter goes down. Wethersfield's going to get the call on that one. The Eagles will throw in when play resumes. 16:51 as clock stops. $16:51. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. An action-packed second half so far. Eagles trailed 1-0 at the half. First time they have trailed all season. Responded with a quick goal to tie it, but then gave up the lead again as Newington took advantage of an open net off a broken play. But then Wethersfield with some nice ball movement got the ball into the box. An initial save off the hands of the Newington keeper, rolled into the box. Josh Gestel got a foot on it, deflected, but off the hand of a Newington defender. That draws the automatic red card, leads to the penalty kick. Gestel tied it up, and then Sam Johnson, weaving through traffic, found the back of the net for Wethersfield's 3rd goal just a moment ago. And the Eagles look for more. McCarter now down the left side. Got 1 man to beat. He does it, gets the step, but the ball rolls too far ahead, and that's going to be a goal kick now for Newington. So now it's Newington's turn. Can they answer? Can they find another chance? Can they get the ball in the back of the net to tie this one up as Wethersfield has taken the momentum and taken the lead 3-2. Owen Amedovic with the slide, deflected off Newington. They're going forward still. Down the left side, there's a slide from A.J. Contreras, and he's one-on-one in the corner. Ball stays in, comes back. Capasso gives chase. He gets a foot on it. Joey Tata now, Carlos de Jesus. Newington takes over, though, keeps it in their offensive half. Quick passing, Newington turns. They've got an opportunity. Left side of the box, but that arm is going to go up. There's an offside call. Ball comes back to Wethersfield. 15:48 remaining. Wethersfield leads 3-2. Here we go. Owen Amedovic into the middle of the field, but Newington is there and waiting. Newington trying to find that chance to put another one in the back of the net and tie this one up as they trail now for the first time tonight. Ball goes all the way back there. It's Chris Daly. He is there. Scoops it up, goes to his knees. Gets up. He will settle the Wethersfield Eagles. Wethersfield now coming the other way as Daly rolls it across to Owen Amedovic. Amedovic sends the ball through the center circle, but again, Newington waiting. Another turnover for Wethersfield, but now the Eagles take it right back. Giancarlo de Jesus, chip ball, looking for Josh Castell, but that's played nicely by Newington. They're going to come back to the center circle. Giancarlo de Jesus and Sam Johnson. Johnson comes out of the pack with the ball, tries to back tap it, looking for de Jesus. Nothing doing on that one. Connor Swanson now defending. Wilma Carter sends it forward. That's going to roll over the inline. We'll have a goal kick for Newington as we catch our breath a little bit. A couple of subs, or one substitution coming into the game for Wethersfield here. Number 9, Thomas Brodowitz will come in up front. Josh Castell after that PK to tie it at 2 will come off, and we'll get Ray Batoya, it looks like, along the back line. All right, action back underway. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. Oh, a little push on Tata, but he stays alive. Advantage still here for Wethersfield. Tata pulls it up, stop and go. He's into the box now. Sliding through, ball rolling, challenged by defenders. Gustafson now sends it over. He was looking for Sam Johnson on the left side. Newington plays that one well. Ball rolling now toward the midline. A.J. Contreras is going to reel that one in. High kick comes down the left side. Connor Swanson with a foot on it. Swanson back to the middle of the field. That's Sam Johnson. Johnson to Tata. Tata turns, low roller. It's going to go right to the keeper, scooped up nicely by Newington's keeper. He's going to push his team down the field as Newington tries to mount an attack to tie this game. Wethersfield leads at 3-2. Ball bouncing. Gustafson with another header. Will McCarter through the center circle, but Newington is there. McCarter still all the way to the side. There's a slide from McCarter. Sends it out of bounds nicely. McCarter not giving up on that ball. Newington will throw it in, though. Here we go. Joey Tata steps in, takes it over. Surrounded by blue shirts, but Tata clears it out. Newington there again with the step. That ball is going to get deflected off the foot of the Newington player. Wethersfield will throw it in. Sam Johnson's going to wait for that one. Marco Capasso coming up. Looks like he will defer. Johnson will defer to Capasso. So Wethersfield looks to set the attack, leading 3-2, 12:42 remaining. Second half. Capasso with the throw. Into Brodowitz, ball rolls right over the sideline. It'll go back to Newington. The Nor'easters trail the Wethersfield Eagles 3-2. Wethersfield 3-2 lead in this one after trailing twice. 1-0 at the half, and then 2-1 up to about the midway point. Throw comes in, headed by Ray Batoya. Brodowitz with a header in the center circle. Shoulder to shoulder we go. Ball's going to play forward. Newington's going to have a chance. Can they get there? Connor Swanson will get to it first. He will play it back to Chris Daly. He will send it over the sideline behind the Newington bench. There will be a throw coming from the Nor'easters of Newington as we go under 12 minutes remaining. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. Again, Newington down a man after the red card off the handball in the box that led to the tying goal off the PK from Josh Castell. Sam Johnson then with a beautiful piece of footwork to put in the third goal for Wethersfield. Tottertown scoreboard update. Looks like Weathersfield's girls team also playing Newington, but they're at Catone tonight. Trailing in that one 2-1 in the second half. The boys here trying to hold on now to a 3-2 lead and extend the unbeaten streak to 20 games. Here's McCarter now streaking down the left side. He sends it toward the keeper. That's going to be scooped up as he tried to play it forward to Brodowitz. Unable to make that connection. And here comes Newington now. Newington with 10:43 left to try to get a game-tying goal. They have put pressure on Weathersfield all night, particularly in that first half when they jumped out to a 1-0 advantage just about 8 minutes in. Held that 1-0 score at halftime. Weathersfield found a second gear in the second half, though, as they have scored 3 goals. Now that ball comes high over the sideline and bounces actually back toward the field, but it'll be a throw-in for Newington. Header forward we go. Ray Batoya gives chase, but Newington's going to get to that. Newington has been first to a lot of the 50-50 balls tonight. Part of the reason that Weathersfield has trailed at 2 different points in this game. There's a ball chipped forward, but that's headed nicely by Contreras. Sam Johnson tried to get there, but it's cleared over the sideline. And the official points Weathersfield way, so Weathersfield's going to get that throw. Josh Castell is going to come back in this one to give Will McCarter a breather. So Josh Castell now will patrol that left sideline up front. Brodowitz playing the striker position. Joey Tata up front here on the right side. Sam Johnson surrounded by blue shirts. Newington's going to take control. Brodowitz with a nice step. Plays a touch pass to Johnson down the sideline, right sideline, and right in front of the official. That ball rolls completely over the yellow line, and it'll go back to Newington on the throw-in. Good call from the official, who was in perfect position for that one. We got a ball on the field and a ball in the hand, so we will wait to play this one in as we hit the 9-minute mark. Weathersfield 3, Newington 2. An action-packed second half. Chris Daly is going to wave that one in. Lets it hit his foot. He picks it up now as Newington tries to apply pressure. Chris Daly in no hurry to get rid of this one, but now he will. High we go, center circle over the head of Brodowitz. Newington is there again. Connor Swanson pressures for Weathersfield. Newington still in control. They send it forward. There's Gustafson with the defensive pressure. Newington still able to connect the passes. Forward they go. They've got a chance on this one, but there is Daly. Nice sliding save to smother that ball and keep Weathersfield out of harm's way again. 8:15 remaining. Weathersfield hanging on, clinging to a 3-2 lead in this battle of unbeatens. Ahmetovic sends it high through the midfield line. Tata was there, plays it back. Sam Johnson now right sideline. Marco Capasso going to send the ball down the sideline, looking for Brodowitz. He gives chase, but that ball will roll over the end line. Throw coming for Newington. They look to play it in quickly, but there are going to be substitutions coming for Weathersfield. Tomas Santos into the game for some midfield relief as Sam Gustafson, as Ray Batoya, who's going to go out of the game. Looks like Joey Tata and Sam Gustafson will take a seat. Tomas Santos and Giancarlos De Jesus re-enter. Throw coming for Newington here at the 7:30 mark as they try to figure out a way to apply the same kind of pressure they did in the first half when they really had Weathersfield, and particularly the midfield and back line of Weathersfield was on its heels throughout that first half, and they came away trailing 1-0 at the halftime, the first time that they've trailed at the half all season long. But the Eagles responded and found that extra gear here in the second half. They tied it early in the half, gave up an open net goal to go down again 2-1, but then in an action-packed sequence generated a PK opportunity. Nice slide again from Capasso on that left side. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to come into play on a throw from Newington. Weathersfield needs to apply some pressure. That ball goes right into the box and one hopper into the waiting arms of Chris Daly. Daly with the high boot. Past the midline we go. Bounces past the Newington player. Thomas Brodowitz gives chase. That's going to be played back by Newington all the way to the keeper. Their keeper will send it high into the night sky toward the Wethersfield bench. Connor Swanson with a foot on it first. Plays Gastel to Johnson. Looks for Gastel again going down that left side. Unable to connect. Ball still alive. Scooped up now by Newington's keeper. 6 minutes remaining. 6 minutes left. Second half. Wethersfield trying to keep their unbeaten streak alive. Trying to extend to a 20-game unbeaten streak. Trailed in this one at the half, trailed in the second half. They've come back not only to tie it, but they've taken the 3-2 lead. Can they hang on? Can they keep Newington off the board and walk out of Alumni Field with a hard-earned victory? Newington, if they have anything to say about it, will keep attacking. They've got the ball now deep into their offensive third. Into the box we go now. Connor Swanson playing the defense. That's deflected. And it looks like we will get a corner kick here for Newington. The Nor'easters are down a man after the red card handball deflection in the box that led to the penalty kick for Wethersfield. And A.J. Contreras sends it out of harm's way. Ray Batoya tried to chase that one down. It goes off the foot now of Josh Castell over the sideline. We'll have a throw coming for Newington. Under the 5-minute mark. Good crowd here tonight. Beautiful fall evening. 3-2 Wethersfield hanging. Waiting for that clock to tick down. 3 substitutions into the game now as we'll get Gustafson, McCarter, and Tata back on the field for the Eagles for this final 4:36. The clock stops, as it does under CIAC rules, when the team in the lead substitutes in the final 5 minutes. Clock is underway again now as Chris Daly has control of the ball. It's on his foot. Low line drive, and Newington there again, but Sam Gustafson steps in. Left foot pop over to Connor Swanson. He sends it all the way forward, trying to find Gastel down that left side. Maybe an opportunity, but there is a clear from Newington. Nice play from the defender. Bailout as he was going down. Sent it over the sidelines, but Wethersfield's going to take over. Connor Swanson with the throw. Incoming over the head of McCarter. DeJesus with the header. Finds the foot of Gastel. DeJesus now. Into the box we go. That's going to roll to the keeper and be scooped up. And again, the Newington Nor'easters come the other way. High ball into the center circle. Deflected. Gustafson's got control of it. He sends it off almost the face of DeJesus, it looked like. DeJesus still able to keep control of it. He's up and going. Forward we go. McCarter is going to give chase. That ball is deflected. It goes high and into the trees on the far side of the track. And we're waiting for the call. And it looks like the back official is going to overrule, and that throw is going to go to Newington. And so a little bit of confusion there, but nice job from the officiating crew. That ball's going to go to Newington, but John Carlos DeJesus steps in quickly. Wethersfield with another chance. Joey Tata moving forward, deflected off the Newington defender. Tata, and that's going to draw a foul call as Joey Tata tried to poke his foot in there, and it's a trip. Newington not liking that one at all. But the official's right there as we go under 3 minutes. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. Final 2:53 of action. Newington plays it in, looking for that game-tying opportunity. Long ball sent down the right side. Chris Daly's going to be waiting for that when he scoops it up nicely as Newington tries to apply the pressure. But again, no hurry now, no rush from the Eagles as they cling to this 3-2 lead, 2:34 remaining. Daly, right foot, high boot, not as far as some of the other ones. Tomas Santos going to give chase. Over the midline we go. Headed by Newington. Tomas Santos, nicely done between 2 Newington players. Gets it to Tata. He's going to play it back to Capasso. Looking for Santos, who's not there. But Capasso with a nice slide, able to get it forward. Gastel gave chase. Newington in control again. Center circle. Giancarlos DeJesus gives chase. He's got the ball on his foot. Looking for possibly Santos. DeJesus keeps it in bounds between 3. Splits 2 defenders. DeJesus now, look at this footwork as he comes down the field. Right side now to Josh Gastel. Sends it to the goal. McCarter is there. Got a foot on it. Scooped up by the keeper. Wow, what action. Almost led to another goal for Wethersfield. Beautiful footwork down the sideline from Giancarlos de Jesus. Newington now as we are at 1:40 remaining. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. Joey Tata steps in, takes over. He is shoved down, no call. Ball comes out of the back. Do we get a whistle? Yes, we do from the trail official. So trail official on the far side comes in, blows the whistle. Wethersfield will play it in with a free kick as the clock continues to run now. 1:20 remaining. 1:19 seconds. Precious seconds for Newington ticking off of this one. We've got a free kick that's going to come for Wethersfield. Looks like McCarter's going to play this one in. The officials look to get control of this. We hit now. 1 minute remaining in this one. Free kick coming. McCarter toward the left side, looking for a streaking Josh Castell. No connection, but Sam Gustafson with a left foot steps in. Newington, though, able to get to it. Long ball sent forward down the right sideline. That's A.J. Contreras. 1-on-2, another slide. Tackle from Contreras. Ball goes out of bounds. Wethersfield needs to get the defense back and get it back quickly. Newington plays the ball in. Out of bounds we go, and which way are we going with that one? Joey Tata with a hand clap. 28 seconds now. Wethersfield clinging to a 3-2 lead. Throw comes in. Josh Castell gives chase between two Newington players. It's still alive on the right side. Can Wethersfield hold on? 15 seconds left. Tomas Santos, but here's the ball back to Newington. It's through the center circle. Newington's going to give chase. We are down to 6 seconds. Ball comes left side. Joey Tata gives chase. Don't want to foul here if you're Wethersfield. Owen Amedovic comes in. He gives a slide, and there is the horn. This one is all over. And look at the Eagles rushing the field. Wethersfield 3, Newington 2. The Eagles come across to their fans here as our video gets a little fuzzy as we try to make the turn. So Wethersfield celebrates with the students who made the trip down Route 175. What a second half. Newington scored the game's first goal just about 8 minutes into the first half. 32 minutes left on the clock in the first half when Newington scored